All right, everybody, this is Noah with the Business Efficiency Webinar, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dropbox. And so I'm an efficiency expert, software expert, doing this for a long time on computers, about 30 years, and want to talk today how to use Dropbox to keep all of your files basically safe, just in case your computer or laptop dies on you. You want to have a way that all those files exist somewhere else, stored by a very secure company, and you can easily just get those files back to your next computer, and also just to really make life more organized. So Dropbox is an application and a website, and you'll take a look at my desktop here, and you'll notice that there's actually nothing on the desktop, and that is because I store everything in one location, and that's Dropbox. So if I pull up, I'm using Windows. If I pull up my computer here, there's actually just Dropbox. I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to create a shortcut to this one folder that I always use. So this is actually what my desktop usually looks like. It's nothing but empty space, a recycle bin, as well as a folder called desktop. And that folder, all it does is goes to an area on my computer that's set up by Dropbox. So think of Dropbox as a hard drive in the sky that is linked up to your computer, and you can store a ton of information up there, and anything you store on your local computer in this special folder called Dropbox also gets sent up to the cloud, and you can then use, say, a phone application to access all those same files. You can use a second computer to access all those same files. You make any change to those files on your phone or on another computer, it automatically sends it up into the cloud to change it, and then filters out into all devices that are using that same piece of software. So here we're looking at Dropbox.com, which is the website that has a view into this hard drive in the sky, right? This storage space in the sky. And let's see, we have some new participants that came in here. What do we got? Hey, Kristen, how's it going? Nice you could join me. We're doing a Facebook Live stream as well. Okay, so looking at Dropbox, I'm really actually not going to do a tutorial on how to install Dropbox. I'm really going to talk about just the concept behind it and some important things to set up. So here we have, again, just a shortcut on my desktop to my Dropbox area. And let's take a look at a couple of really awesome options within Dropbox. So one of the things is with your phone, you can set it up so you have Dropbox as an app on your phone to view all the files you have, all of them actually. So since you're storing every single file you own in Dropbox, you also have access to those files on this phone. And anytime you take a picture with your phone, you can automatically set it up so that the phone gets, sorry, not the phone, the image itself, any photos or videos you take on your phone get sent up in the cloud to Dropbox and then automatically get downloaded to your desktop computer. So let's take a look at that. So here's my camera uploads, right? These are all images I've taken from my my camera that have automatically been synced to my desktop. So you know the idea, if you take a picture on your phone and you want to put it on your computer, well, that's the days of the past. Now it happens automatically. Okay, automagically. Now, if you're using a PC, there's a couple things I can show you. We open up File Explorer. It shows all the different items in your computer, like your hard drives, etc. And it has this idea of quick access. And so what I do when you install Dropbox on your computer, and again, I'm not going to show how to install Dropbox. There's a lot of very simple tutorials for that. But when you install Dropbox, it creates this quick access, and that when you click on it, it takes you to your Dropbox folder. These are all the folders that I've decided to sync between the Dropbox cloud and my computer, because you can actually decide what to pull down. So I have something like 30 gigabytes of information on my Dropbox account, but as far as my computer goes, I only want to show some of them on my actual desktop, right? I don't actually, some I want just in the cloud, right? Just in that storage space in the sky, and some I actually want to bring down to my computer and sync. This might be a little confusing. This is a tough tutorial. Okay, let's go to our preferences here. I'm going to go to Dropbox, go to Preferences, and you'll see this here under Sync. You can actually click on Selective Sync, and it shows all the Dropbox folders, and then I get to select which ones I want to actually sync with my desktop computer. So, for example, this Buddhism and this photos and planet Earth. Right, I have so many photos, right, from years and years, and I have this planet Earth 2 videos, and I don't actually want those synced to my computer. I just want to have them up in the cloud, up in my Dropbox folder, and not have it on my local computer. So I uncheck those. But stuff like my camera uploads and some other folders, I do a selective sync. Okay. And within, and what I was going there is this quick access, right? You open up your file explorer, you can actually change what is listed here. So I actually really want this idea of desktop to be on my quick access. So I'll actually go into it, the folder. Oh Lord. I actually did a setting earlier today that that screwed this up. Okay, so I go into the folder, and I'm going to right click on quick access and go pin current folder to quick access. So it says this folder on the right, if I do this and go pin current folder, will now be listed here in my quick access. Now I just have a very simple way to get to these folders. And say, for example, this work is another very important folder. I would go into it, go to quick access, and then pin the current folder. And there it is. Very simple. Just gives a quick shortcut to get to all of your folders that are within Dropbox. All right. Next, it's actually important, in your browser, you can tell your browser where to download files. And I know this is a big problem for people where they download files to, say their downloads folder, but they work with files on their desktop, and it's just confusing where all these files are stored. So since every file is now going to be stored in your Dropbox folder, you need to change your settings there. So I'm in Chrome. I'm going to go to Settings, and I haven't looked in this setting in so long, but I know it's in here somewhere. Let's see here. So probably go to Advanced down here at the bottom. Probably don't make it that easy. There you go, Location. So we can actually change the location that all downloads go to, and I'm going to do that now. I don't want to go to my desktop because my desktop is free, right? I never want anything on my desktop. I want a zero desktop. Instead, I want to download it to my Dropbox folder and to a folder called Desktop within my Dropbox, and I'll explain that in a second. Okay. All right, so I've done that. Perfect. So now anytime I download a file, it's going to go to my desktop shortcut within Dropbox. And you can see this says desktop. Zoom in here. This says desktop shortcut, and I'm going to go ahead and rename that by pushing F2 and call it Dropbox desktop, just to give some difference there. And this is basically just a folder in my Dropbox. Again, anything I put into here will be synced up into the cloud. So if my laptop gets destroyed or my hard drive totally fails on me, those files are going to be up in the cloud. And when I get my new computer, all I do is install Dropbox. It downloads all those files, and I haven't lost anything. Mercy, bigly, very bigly. All right. Now installing Dropbox, I said I wasn't going to show that, but if we go to Dropbox.com, I'm going to go ahead and sign out, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, actually, I have a paid account because I need a lot of storage space, and they'll automatically save, a lot of versions of the file over time. So it actually becomes like a incremental backup. So say you have a Word document that you've changed 20 times over the last 20 days, it'll actually store a copy of each version of that Word document or any other type of file so that you can roll back to it. So if you go to Dropbox.com and you want to sign up, what I usually do when I'm creating accounts is actually sign up using Google. So I could actually, oh, doesn't like that. It doesn't like this because I had a Dropbox account signed in, and it's trying to fool me into making sure I use that same Dropbox account. So it's fine. It's called cookies. Sometimes sometimes websites get confused, and so we can create an account here, and I usually just sign up with Google and then sign into my Google account to create that account. All right, so I think I've actually covered just the concepts in it. I don't really want to go into actually installing Dropbox because it's just like installing any other program. You download a file, you install it, and then you just sign into the account just like you created here. But really, the concept is there's nothing on your desktop. There's nothing in your downloads folder. There's nothing in your pictures folder. In fact, I delete all those shortcuts. That the quick access here, you can see it gets confusing. Like, oh, we have pictures and downloads. I'm just going to remove this from my quick access. So unpin from quick access. It doesn't delete those folders because you can't really do that in Windows. But if we unpin it, both that, unpin the pictures, unpin the documents. I don't want anything in documents, anything in pictures, none of that. I just want my Dropbox, and then this desktop and work are actually just folders within Dropbox. So I should never get confused about where my items are. Okay, if anybody has any problems setting up Dropbox, I'm happy to help. I really am just providing this stuff as some free training and actually training me on how to run webinars and train people in software. I've been kind of a lone wolf over the last 15 years in my business, and I feel like I need to help people and help some businesses learn how to be more efficient. And that's why I started the business efficiency webinar as part of a project I'm on. So that's all I got for you guys today. Love you all. Thank you so much, and hope this was a little helpful, at least in the concept. If you need help installing Dropbox, I'm happy to do a screen share. I'll just jump onto your computer, walk you through it, guide you through stuff. And actually, this was inspired by my mom. My mom, mom number two, she lost her laptop. It broke, and all of her files were on that laptop. And I've been using this Dropbox system for years and years, where I don't store anything on my local computer. It's always at least synced to the cloud, and it just really was a big loss. So let's see, we've got a question, a chat. Oh, thanks, Kristen. Yeah, good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you will use this. It really is a nice peace of mind, and I'm happy to help you set this up if you get stuck. So love you all. Take care, and I'll see you guys on my next webinar. Thanks.